COP21 climate change summit reaches deal in Paris. A deal to attempt to limit the rise in global temperatures to less than 2°C has been agreed at the climate change summit in Paris after 2 weeks of negotiations. The deal is the first to commit all countries to cut carbon emissions. The agreement is partly legally binding and partly voluntary. Earlier, key blocs, including the G77 group of developing countries, and nations such as China and India said they supported the proposals. The text agreed accepts that the dangers of climate change are much greater than previously acknowledged and pledges to attempt to curb the emissions. Earlier, French President François Hollande called the proposals unprecedented, while UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon called on negotiators to finish the job. When the president of the UN Climate Conference and French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius struck the gavel to signal the adoption of the deal, delegates rose to their feet cheering and applauding. Nearly 200 countries have been attempting to strike the first climate deal to commit all countries to cut emissions, which would come into being in 2020. The measures in the final draft included to peak greenhouse gas emissions as soon as possible and achieve a balance between sources and sinks of greenhouse gases in the second half of this century. To keep global temperature increase well below 2°C, 3.6 F, and to pursue efforts to limit it to 1.5 C. To review progress every 5 years. $100 billion a year in climate finance for developing countries by 2020, with a commitment to further finance in the future.